hello again and welcome to another EATE podcast. These are troubling times, there's no doubt about that, and we are doing our best at EATE to help support our local village of providers of food, particularly takeaway food. The restaurant trade has been decimated, as we know, in the past 24 hours, and we're all feeling very poorly about that. Can I just give a little shout out before we start to a number of businesses that have signed up on our platform, and they are Hellcat, Maggie, Laneway Bar and Kitchen. They are providing takeaway and delivery. The Farmhouse at Kedron, of course we know, they are doing takeaway at the Farmhouse. Junket Queensland doing takeaway and delivery. Locale at Newstead are also providing takeaway and delivery. Dutton Catering, Jerome and his team at the Fortitude Valley Kitchen are firing up the burners as we speak. They are doing takeaway and delivery. The Old Mill Store at Wallerville in Bundaberg. Hello to you guys. Hope things are going all right in Bundy. Electric Avenue and Canvas Club are providing takeaway and delivery, as are Vivo Coffee and the Busy Cafe. Just a number of businesses that have signed up recently with us. It's a tragedy. It's something that we're just going to have to, well, you know, the government, the media are calling it a war. And I guess when times get tough, we just have to just try a few things. We're just going to spitball a few things and try and get things cracking. One idea that we've had is that perhaps people could eat out or eat their takeaway 2 or 3 nights a week in order to support the restaurant trade, and that perhaps some of these restaurants and kitchens might limit their menus. It's not a matter of picking what you want to eat. It might be pizzas on a Monday night. It might be Taco Tuesday. It could be a pasta on a Wednesday. There are far better foodie heads than mine here, but I'm sure plenty of people are thinking like that. And of course, if you limit your menu and your choices, you're able to keep your prices down, mass-produce food and get it out to people and maybe turn $1 or $2. There are, I'm sure, many discussions going on as we speak right now about ways and means of keeping people employed and keeping kitchens open and lights on. And we're going to talk on this podcast with Rosie Nalder, who joins us. She's the founder and director of a company called Table Time, and she's had a couple of things to say on this issue as well. Hello, Rosie. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Dean. Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about Table Time. What is it?
Yeah, sure. So Table Time is a marketplace platform. I don't like to compare us to the likes of the food delivery giants because we are quite different. First of all, we are mainly focused on, or were previously up until now, focused on dine-in and takeaway, but very much so now very focused on the takeaway solution for the industry. But more than that, we were designed to support the industry with a model that is sustainable. So I'm sure you're well aware, and anyone who works in the food industry would know all too well that the delivery giants charge exponential amounts when it comes to commission on orders that come through the app. But the industry feels as if they've got no other option. So we designed our platform to provide an alternative solution that still allows them to offer their customers something convenient, but it means that it's not going to hurt their bottom line.
Yeah, there's a lot of gouging going on there. I'm hearing, up to 35% if you use some of those means of delivery. And, while that's, probably okay when times are good, times ain't good.
Yeah.
And we've got to look after our village. And this is one alternative whereby we can obviously keep prices down and keep people in jobs, is it not?
Absolutely. It's not only is it a free service, so the restaurants don't pay anything. With every order, we actually absorb merchant fees as well. So if you can imagine, every time you go in and tap your credit card on an EFTPOS machine, or every time you make an online order through even a website, usually those fees are landed with the restaurant as well. So, I hear it all too often talking with restaurants. They've got costs coming out of their ears, be it for rent, licensing, staff, digital platforms, food delivery, you name it, merchant fees. They just have so many costs they have to deal with. And for once, we're trying to offer them a solution that actually means they can put money back to their bottom line at the end of the day. So when customers order with Table Time, they're actually helping restaurants add to their margin, not take away from it.
And I guess on both sides of the coin, both the delivery of service and the customer, how do people engage with Table Time? How would do they sign up? How does that work?
Yeah, so you can jump on and download the Table Time app. It's available on Google Play and on the App Store. You sign up and enter your details once, and you can browse for restaurants in Brizzy, order and pay, and then you can pick up. So previously to that, we also had the dine-in option and at-table ordering as well. So you can actually download and order from the table in a restaurant, but obviously right now it's more the takeaway service that we're trying to facilitate. But also just given the recent dramatic kind of turn of events, we're now just uploading restaurant menus that are staying open for takeaway and giving people the option just to call to order. So there's a platform there that you can go on, a list of aggregated menus from around Brisbane. We are still updating that list, given that it's only sort of been the last week that all this has come to a head. But every day we're adding new menus so that you've got one platform to go on, browse for food, order, pay, and support the local businesses in our community.
I was saying, the great irony I was saying to Jerome Dalton the other day is that while people are fighting over, sauce at the grocery store, we've probably got 1,000 chefs sitting there ready to cook food, just waiting for somebody to give them a call. How do we promote and get people engaged in this idea of having the food cooked and delivered to them, outside of the way we used to do it? How are we going to get people to engage and make this work?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think we have to use get the message out there as much as we possibly can.
Sure.
So certainly social media. I'm doing a lot of kind of posts to social media myself, just around the alternatives and making people aware that why would you go to the effort of fighting over, a packet of pasta at the supermarket when you could have one beautifully made for you and you don't have to cook and it's just down the road. I guess, just getting the message out there to people that they are still around right now. And I think, and telling them that there is, our hospitality industry is nimble and flexible, and they are changing their ways to be able to keep going during this time. I mean, obviously we're still waiting to hear, and at any moment things could change. But right now, there are still so many businesses that are adapting to this crisis, and it's not about forgetting that they're there. It's about supporting them.
You're right. I think, it's like a bomb went off. I mean, people are truly shocked. Half the population have stopped in their tracks, and the other half are running around bumping into walls. It's certainly one for the ages. We'll remember this moment in our lives forever. But you're right. I mean, what we're talking to an audience now, I suppose, of people that some of them it's the only work they've ever known, and there's some bloody creative people around and some innovative people around, and if we can provide an avenue, if we can just keep a couple of people in work, then I'll feel that none of this was a wasted venture. But so Rosie Nolder, Table Time, founder and director, tell us once again, what can people do today? They're listening to this now. Should they be signing up with you today? Should they be going to the app? Should they be ordering their food tonight? They can do all of that right now, can't they, online?
They can do all of that right now. Download the app, certainly, if you're a customer and wanting to support your local business, download the app. But also let them, restaurants, I would urge as well, to know that there is an alternative. I think it's sort of got to the point in Australia where a lot of restaurant owners have felt that the big delivery giants are the only option, where we've got clients of our own that have been on the platform for a year now and have regular customers ordering through it every week, and they're saving money with every transaction. So know that there is an alternative, and I think that customers will be led by you. If if you continue to offer the delivery platforms, then it may be that they continue to order through that. But if you do make a change and try something new, at the end of the day, they're customers. They want your food. They're not loyal to the tech.
Yeah, that's great advice, Rosie. So do you guys have a website as well where people can get more information?
Absolutely, yes. If you go to www.tabletime.com.au, feel free to have a look at, there's more information up there, and you can sign up through the website. You can also contact us directly via the email support@tabletime.com.au. And we're happy to help.
Yeah, wonderful stuff, wonderful news. And, what we need at the moment is some optimism. We're looking for, for some light at the end of a very long, dark tunnel at this point in time. But there's a little bit of brightness from Rosie. Thank you very much for your time today, Rosie Nolder from Table Time. And good luck and stay healthy.
Thanks so much, Dean. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So there you've heard from Rosie Nolder from Table Time, and I'd reiterate what Rosie said with regard. If you're going online to sign up with Table Time, do it with EATE as well. EATE.co is where you will find us. You'll find us on numerous platforms. We are promoting your businesses through Instagram, through Facebook. We've also got a YouTube channel, and we have a website as well for more information, EATE.co. Let's keep those gas stoves on, those lights on, and the doors open, and try and keep some people in business.